Thank you, Dr. Kasa. It's really an honor and privilege to have you all in this wonderful course in the digital era and artificial intelligence era. So we'll start the journey, but we'll be lifelong learning. So the journey is long, and I'm going to give you a focus on equipping you with the tools and the strategies to bring these theories to life. Throughout the course, you'll gain on experiences with software like GeoGebra for dynamic geometry, MATLAB for computational modeling, and SPSS for data analysis, and so many, including frontier technologies. We'll also explore web-based tools, from web-based tools like Web 1 and Web 5, and to social media for collaborative learning, and even critical peers and innovate as you like. So remember, your final project isn't just an assignment, but it is a portfolio piece showing your ability to revolutionize math classroom. Let's build a future where technology empowers every learner sustainably. And we are excited to work with you. Let's get started. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope we will have a wonderful time together in the whole semester.
Okay, our future educators and researchers, I welcome you once again. Today, we're going to guide you on the structuring of your seminar reports for all the modules 1 through 6. Each report must follow 4 key sections. When you're writing reports, don't forget to have introduction or background, methods, results and discussion, and summary and conclusion. At the introduction level, you are expected to frame the module's focus. For example, in Module 2, you might be able to tell about the benefits of ICT, and you have to define key terms, but take note that you have to cite at least 10 references to help you state the problem or research questions. For example, in Module 1, when you deal with introduction to technology integration, you can focus on its relevance to modern math education. At the methods section, you are expected to explain how you explore the topics using primary and or secondary data. But you need also to describe your tools that you have used in your seminar work. Example, in Module 5, you might deal about GeoGebra, you might deal about research methods with case studies and surveys, or when you are dealing with frameworks applied, like SUMMER model in Module 4, or you may be able also to deal with inclusion and exclusion criteria for critical review. On Module 3, for example, you might outline how to analyze and how you analyzed your TPACK model through self-reflection. The results and discussion section is expected to present findings where you interpret their significance. Here, you are supposed to use visuals because you are dealing with technologies such as graphics and screenshots. You may be also required to link results to theories. Example, the Galder's adoption rubric in Module 4. You may also be giving critics, limitations, and societal implications of your work. In Module 6, for example, you may be required to show through showcases where students' engagement have changed before and after integrating a MATLAB software. At the conclusion and summary, you are expected to give synthesis of insights and propose future actions. What you do now has to help you move future deliberations and programs. You are also required to restate key findings, reflect on challenges, example equity issues from Module 1, and suggest improvements for the limitations you observed. Here, you are required to state the generalizability and certainty of your conclusion based on your primary and or secondary data. However, while sections remain consistent for all the seminars and modules, you are expected to adapt contents to each module's focus. Focus is at the center of your seminar work. For instance, when you are dealing with Module 5, at the method section, you might be able to elaborate how Excel data analysis can be used. While in Module 2, while you are discussing on ICT, you might require like critics, barriers in rural schools and the like. Now, Dr. Mulugeta will explain you how your report will be assessed. When you report, you deserve to know how your report is going to be assessed, which will help you get well prepared. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Dr. Kasa. In this course, we have high expectation from you. Because this is a PhD course, you need to go beyond describing contents to synthesis, analysis, and even evaluating and critic. So our expectation high, and it should not be below our expectations. So you have to familiarize yourself with a review rubric for your open response assessment. Reports contribute to 60% of your grade. So clarity and depth are critical. So the rubric involves, as Dr. Kasa explained earlier, it has background, introduction, and then results section, methodology, and finally summary and conclusion. So the criteria set is based on from excellent to poor. So what excellent means: align flawlessly with module objectives, insightful critique of theories, tools, and you need to have at least 10 reference sources. And what's good, if it is minor gaps, and if it is fair, surface level evaluation in consistent alignment, and 5 sources, and no critical miss, so it's poor. And we'll give weights for each module open response assessments. So similarly for methods, you need to clearly describe the method used, the source of data described, and clearly describe the method. But if no data, it's fair. But if it's vague or lack of clear description of the setup, it's poor. So you need to familiarize with these rubrics for results sections as well as summary and conclusions. For example, in conclusion, you need to state the certainty level or the generalized level to have excellent summary and conclusion. If it's absent, it will be very poor. So we have high expectations, and you need to familiarize with this rubric, and we will post this one, of course, in the syllabus and as well as in the OpenEDX platform. So to pass the course, we expect you to earn at least greater than 30% on module assignments and 50% on the final exams. So as a closing tips, I recommend to use the rubric as checklist before submitting, and reach out if you are struggling. We are here to help you. So instruction 1, remember, these reports are your chance to showcase growth as a tech-savvy educator. And instruction 2, we can't wait to see your innovations. Let's make mass education transformative. Thank you very much for your attention.